And that's an interesting nugget of information that you had about how the sheriff's office has actually been running enforcement operations out there for homeless people, because then you start to fit that into what we're seeing here, and conceivably there could be homeless encampments in that wooded area that we are seeing there behind the store. Of course, that's just conjecture at this point, but again, every little piece of information that we get on something like this, we sort of piece it into this mosaic to try to build the picture of what has happened out there this afternoon. Rebecca, are you guys near the scene right now? How hard is it, I guess, getting down into there? Because this is of course, next to the busy freeway there, the Central Expressway, and this is a busy time of day. What's it like getting into there?
Yeah, the freeway is backed up and it's pretty busy as we're trying to make our way there. But also, you know, DPD will set up a pretty large perimeter in situations like this. And then you've got to have the special investigative units that are trying to make it out there, possibly the SWAT team headed out there as well. If you have somebody that they believe is not in custody yet, that is a threat to the community, they will set up a pretty large perimeter to try to keep people safe. And obviously, this is a huge concern for any department, but the Dallas Police Department has had so much tragedy after the July 7th, and the officers having, many of them still dealing with the impact of that day. Mm-hmm. I still talk to officers who tell me that's one of the most difficult days of their entire lives, as many of them, some of them that weren't even there, but just the impact of knowing that possibly an officer is injured is very difficult for these officers, coming on the heels of July 7th and what happened there when we lost 5 dedicated officers, 4 DPD officers, and a DART officer. Now, we do not know the extent of any injuries, and again, I am being told by people that are getting information. These are pretty high-level officers that are getting some information about what is happening at that scene, and they are being told from the scene, officers are saying that it appears that officers have been shot, but we are still trying to confirm that, and we don't want anybody to panic because we don't have all of the details yet, but that appears is what is going on there. And to see that kind of police presence and that many officers there, that leads me to believe that some of what is coming in to the command staff and over the scanners is possibly accurate.
And Rebecca, we can certainly only hope that if officers have been wounded indeed out there outside that Home Depot in Northeast Dallas, that perhaps those wounds were not major wounds. We do know, you referred to July 7th of a couple of years ago several times now. We do know that since that date, a lot of these officers have gotten improved body armor, and so we will see how this shakes out here in the next little bit. This is still we can confirm just with our own eyes here, a very active search situation. We have seen the police helicopter going beneath our helicopter there over that wooded area, especially there behind that Home Depot. We also saw officers going into the woods there just a moment ago, into that sort of green belt there with their weapons drawn and with a police dog as well. So very active situation. Yeah, go ahead.
Jump in here for a second.
Yeah.
I'm also getting text messages, and again, I said early on that the Dallas County Sheriff's Department has had people out there running off-duty, the officers there off-duty, as well as having some sort of operation out there dealing with the homeless encampment. They also have security guards, armed security guards out there too. And one of the text messages I just got, it's unclear as to who is shot out there. They believe that there are people shot out there, but I just got a text message from someone else saying that it's possibly to security officers. So again, like I said, this stuff is fluid. We are hearing that there's 2 law enforcement that have been shot, but it's unclear as to who they work for or who they are. That's just, again, fluid information that is coming from the scene as DPD responds out there and tries to sort it all out and they get their SWAT team and the special investigative unit out there. And but I do know that someone, at least one person, has been transported from that scene to Presbyterian Hospital.
All right, Rebecca Lopez working this one for us. Again, we are following an officer-involved shooting outside the Home Depot there at Forest and Central Expressway. You're watching the police helicopter right now searching from above. Officers down below are also searching that wooded area behind that Home Depot. Oddly, a DART train just went right through there. But if you can at all, avoid that area around Forest and 75 right now, because they've got a very active scene going on there, and there will be a perimeter set up.